So if you talk about other people when they're not around, and sometimes you feel a little awkward and you're wondering if you're doing the right thing, keep watching. I've actually thought quite a ways through this problem, and I may have something to offer you. By the way, I'm Michael Ravenwood, and I help people achieve what might be an impossible dream to others. So the Buddhists actually have quite a strong prescription against talking about other people when they're not there, which I do not follow. The reason I don't follow that prescription is because sometimes I find it very helpful to talk about other people when they're not around. I find that well-intentioned friends can actually help each other gain perspective and actually treat that person with a greater respect and find ways to support them through whatever it is they're going through that you're having to talk about them when they're not around about. There are, however, certain rules that I use so as it doesn't descend into a kind of a gossipy, icky energy, which maybe some of us know about. First of all, you set the intention. The intention being that anything you say about that person when they're not around is actually ultimately said to help them and to help everybody involved, including you and whatever other common friends you might have that you're talking to. Once you set that intention, you set that frame on the conversation, it tends to guide everything in that direction. The second thing I like to do is to establish that there isn't anything that I would say about that person that I wouldn't also say to them. I do, however, ask for a certain amount of confidentiality because when other people reveal what you've said about them, it tends to get messy. Know what I mean? I ask for that confidentiality so that I can share with that person what I'm saying about them in my own time and in my own way. And I can make sure that it's in the context in which it will be helpful to them. And I can say it in the way that it might seem supportive. Rather than me hurling it at them, I'm offering it to them as a perspective. So as long as you establish the intention that you are all talking about that person for their benefit and for your own, you establish a certain level of confidentiality so things don't get messy later on, and you establish that there's nothing that you're saying without them there that you wouldn't say to them, or they're not essentially looking to say to them in the right time in the right place, then you can feel free to have your conversation, and it tends to turn out, in my experience, rather well. So if you feel that anything I've said in this video is helpful to you, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.